Hi everyone, it's me Ditties and welcome back to the Medieval Legacy Challenge. I thought that we could start by looking in on Otto and Marnie, as I didn't realise but we didn't see them at all last episode. So they're still here in the dungeon. Otto's just like wistfully looking at the ceiling. I think he's quite happy. He's hopeful. And if we go and visit Marnie, she's now in with Erwin Prees, who, yeah, she's very sad. She's not feeling like it's gonna turn out very well. But he's trying to comfort her. So I didn't realize when we got the little pop-up last time, but he's actually the sim from the Strangerville pack, the one that's like the conspiracy theorist. So I assume he's been locked up in this universe because he's been speaking out against the royals or something. I just thought that we'd come and see what these two were up to, just because we didn't see them at all. We will be seeing more of them this episode. And back in the inn, I think that today is the triplets' birthday. Yeah. So, it is my belief that Kirby is feeling incredibly guilty for his actions in the previous part when he turned himself into a werewolf without consulting anyone. I think he's thinking it was maybe on reflection quite a selfish thing to do, especially at this time when so many of his family needs him. He is the oldest, he is technically meant to be looking after them. So I'm going to have him make the cake for the triplets, I think, as his way of atoning in some small way. He's not used to being in charge. It's Otto that's the golden child, and Kirby was always just like content to do his own thing in his own weird way. So he is struggling a bit having all these younger siblings to look after. But he's gonna make a cake. I know we've got Brienne, but I just think he should do something nice for them. I can't believe they're all gonna age up. I'm really, really curious what they're gonna look like. It's a bit of a bittersweet birthday as well, because obviously they're all extremely worried about the trial that takes place tomorrow. And it's raining. Everyone thank Carmen King for reminding us what a pathetic fallacy is in her latest video on her Let's Play. Now Kirby is deathly afraid of fire, so I'm hoping he doesn't set the kitchen on fire. Oh, it is Saturday. I might just pay their taxes now. I'm gonna say, like, in the challenge rules, we have to pay taxes once a week. Well, it doesn't actually say once a week, it just says give half of your money away as taxes, but I'm gonna say they're giving half of it to Brienne. So I'm gonna set the money to 620, because they have been really testing her patience with having a werewolf, having this dog that is extremely aggressive. Kirby's been eating a lot of meat. Oh my god, no, put it out, 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 put it out. Okay. Dog's going crazy too. But they have a cake. So, swings and roundabouts. I don't have enough money to replace that, do I? I should have done taxes after. And it's little Parsley's turn to age up after that bit of drama. There he goes with his confident little strut. Little Parsley's gonna be a man. Nikita, if you eat that, I swear to God. Okay, Parsley aged up. Ooh, he's got some, interesting eyeliner there. It's given him materialistic when I just hit randomize, which does work quite well with Kleptomaniac, but I don't think it really suits him. I think I'm going to give Parsley self-assured. I think that's the path that he's currently treading. A streetwise little kid. And, ooh, deviants? No, they're all like mischief. Maybe he wants to be leader of his pack. Maybe he's got designs to kind of take over. I can't remember the name of the woman who's running the club of troublemakers, but maybe he wants to get in on her territory. So that's Parsley done. Nikita, if you're eating that cake, I swear, I will end you. I'm not afraid to shift, click, kill. Oh, little Peach Pit. I wonder if either of the girls are going to get their mums like hips. I'm really curious about that. Because Marnie has quite a specific body type, and I don't know how much of that is inherited. Our little genius girl going to blow out her birthday candles. For Peach Pit, I'm thinking, I think I said lazy. I don't mean that she's like a slob. I mean that she likes to take shortcuts, and it's because of her genius trait. She's able to kind of find ways to cheat her way into getting what she wants. If she was in university, she would cheat on her tests. However, she probably isn't going to be going there. Let's see what it gives her. Bookworm. I mean, that sort of fits, but yeah, we'll go with lazy. And I think she wants something like fabulously wealthy, or maybe popularity one. No, I think I'm going to put her on the mixology aspiration, and I'll put her sister on the food aspiration. At least while we start out Generation 2, which we're not there yet. Be patient, we'll be there soon. Little Plenty, what are you doing? You can't read, honey. Little Plenty has to go put the candles on herself, apparently. No, oh my god, if someone is eating the freaking cake, don't pour a plate. Do not. Little Plenty, my girl, come on. Yay! That cake actually doesn't look too bad, considering Kirby's like never cooked in his life. Plenty aged up. Okay, I think outgoing. I mean, that's decent. I think I'm going to give her ambitious, and I think that Peach Pit is also an ambitious sim, but it manifests in different ways. So while Peach Pit is ambitious, it is a very lazy ambition, and Plenty is like a hardworking ambitious sim. Maybe they can't be ambitious as teens. I can't see it. No, I can't see it as an option. Okay, maybe I'll give her foodie? Yeah, I'll just give her foodie and I'll put her in the food aspiration. Now, I'm probably going to have to give her a negative trait when she ages up into a full adult because I like my Sims to be kind of balanced. And at the moment, she's got neat and foodie, and I don't know, it's just a bit boring when they're just like perfect. Actually, I think Otto aged up to young adult when we weren't watching him as part of the household, so I'm curious what he's gotten. We'll check in on him again in a moment, but I want to give these cuties a makeover. Oh, hopefully Kirby is no longer scared of fire because he managed to put it out. Let's just look at his werewolf form. Wow, he's a beast. Okay, this is Parsley. Interesting. He's kind of cute. Is that weird to say? He was only just a child. I feel like it's a bit weird to say that, but yeah. This is Parsley. This is Peach Pit. Oh, she takes after her mother so much. Look at her. Yeah, she's really taken after her mama. I don't think she's gonna like that. She was much closer with Tristan than she is with Marnie. I think she's got Tristan's eyes though. And this is Plenty. I might have to fix her eyebrows. She looks a bit angry. She's not an angry person. I think I'm going to put Parsley in this like pirate-y type thing that's from Get to Work. It's a little bit sort of grungy. It's a bit muddy. I think he's kind of got it from that hangout that they have, the troublemakers like headquarters. They probably have like a trunk full of old costumes and disguises, so it makes him feel like a big man to be swaggering around in his little I don't know what this type of coat is called, but some of the hairstyles we got from the high school years pack are freaking gorgeous. Like everything I'm looking at right here is stunning. I think I'm gonna have to put them in these kind of rags because we're still in peasant generation, so I think that's all they really have. I like her skinny eyebrows. That would be very fashionable, actually. The fashion in medieval times was to have pluck all your eyebrows out and pluck your hairline back, so you had like a really high forehead. So she would be extremely beautiful, especially with these curves as well. And I can't remember if it was married or unmarried women, but people had to cover their hair. I can't remember which one it is, so just to be safe, I think I will do it. I mean, a lot of my Sims are running around without their hair covered because, you know, I'm being very loose about anachronisms. She looks like she could be serving drinks though, doesn't she, with her apron? And maybe I'll give the girls each a nice dress for formal wear, or like nicer. She's so pretty, I cannot get over it. Oh, but I have to do this, don't I? Yeah, like it weirdly suits her. I think because she looks so much like Marnie. Okay, this is Peach Pit. So this is her formal wear when we finally get there. We're not going to see it anytime soon. Unless we have a wedding soon. So I think she looks so absolutely stunning. But sports, her nightwear, party, this is her hot weather, and this is her cold weather. Now let's do Plenty. Okay, little Plenty, let's see if we can fix those eyebrows. She has a very round face. Her hair is really interesting. I don't really mind short hair on my historical Sims, but I think, at least for now, let's give her something more traditional. Or maybe like a simple side braid. I think I have a CC one from those creators that did a collaboration. Yeah, that one's cute. That one's cute. Let's go with that. Oh my god, when we are in servant generation, they will be able to wear shoes. Can you believe it? Okay, so this is Plenty. So this is her everyday. This is her formal for now. Sports, sleep, party, swimwear, which we probably won't see, hot weather, cold weather. Oh my god, poor Kirby, look at his face. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, every child has aged up to being a teenager. I am going to make the executive decision, because this is my series and I'm controlling everything, that they have now been in the city for a year and a day. So they've been in hiding from the vampire nobles long enough for them to be, according to the law, classified as free men now. Unfortunately, their mother and eldest brother are still in prison for different crimes, so no one's feeling too great about that. So the Turpins are here to help the triplets celebrate their birthday. Obviously, Brendan told them where the family was staying, and I think that Giselle would take it upon herself to check in on the kids and make sure that they were all okay. And Jamieson, who, if you remember, used to still has a massive crush on Peach Pit. He's brought her a gift. He's bought her this little puppy that Xena had. This little, I think it's like a dachshund crossed with a pit bull. So yeah, this is little Elmer. Isn't he a cutie? Look how tiny he is. I love him so much. I mean, the family already has like kind of a dog. They've been playing with Kelly, who's been hanging out with them, but Kelly's not really like their pet yet. Jamieson is working at the moment as keeper of the hounds at the big werewolf mansion in Moonwood. So he's like dog crazy. So these guys are catching up with them. Kirby is teasing Peach Pit. I think Kirby is saying like, now you guys are all grown up, I guess I'm gonna have to go and find husbands for you, aren't I? And inside, Plenty yells, no thank you! And Peach Pit's like, yeah, just make sure he's rich. And Jameson's face just falls. Clement's out here meditating. So back in the prison, the guard has come down to talk about the cloudy weather. He's come in to let the prisoners know that their trial has actually been moved to today. The trial for these two, for Marnie and for Otto. And Marnie's like, what? Why today? I thought it was tomorrow. I thought we had another day. Yeah, you did have another day, says the guard, but Lord Zamaslav Sanguine has requested the trial specifically on an overcast day, and today's overcast, so I'm bringing you guys to the Judgment Zone, and you're going to face trial by Pit Beast. Now, if you've ever played The Sims Medieval, you will know what a Pit Beast is. If not, you may have some idea from what's about to happen. So the guard explains, this is your trial, you will face judgment, and if you survive, you're innocent, and you'll be let go, free to go about the rest of your lives. And the guard leads them away. So the guard leads them through the streets of Windenburg to here. This is the executioner's house. This is two of the executioner's kids, I think. That's Matthias, who is friends with Parsley, and that is the teen girl. I can't remember her name, but yeah, they're being led to the executioner's house, who then takes them to the Judgment Zone. So I feel like I need to apologize for this a lot, because this is one of my builds. Not one of the amazing other builds in the world that have been done by very talented builders. This is something I attempted, so that's why it sucks. But this is the Pit Beast. It's not very well attended, as it is an overcast day, but people still show up for an execution. For a trial. The prisoner before them gets up to face the trial. The Pit Beast grabs him and devours him, leaving no trace. The crowd cheers. Everyone's really happy to see a trial end this way, and Marnie looks on absolutely horrified, but Otto is thinking to himself, thinking of a plan. So back at the inn where Clement is still meditating, inside they hear the cheer. Plenty says to Peach Pit, did you hear that? It sounds like cheering out in the streets. Kirby's like, the trial is tomorrow, right? Please tell me it's tomorrow. And outside, Clement suddenly snaps out of his current meditative state. He runs in screaming, it's today, it's been changed to today. And they're like, no, it's Sunday, it's gotta be tomorrow. And he's like, no, the weather, it's not supposed to rain today, something's gone wrong. We have to get to him. And the others are saying, but you said it would be okay, you promised us. And he's like, no, I've got to stop him, I have to stop him. And back in the Judgment Zone, Otto is staring at the pit beast as his turn approaches. What are you thinking? Whispers Marnie to him. And he stares right at the beast and says, Mom, I think that I can tame this. It's a plant. It's not really that different from a cow plant. So ordinarily the pit beast in Sims Medieval is like a tentacle thing, but I'm using the mother. This is spoilers for the Strangerville pack, by the way, so sorry about that. And the mother is a plant. Marnie says to Otto, no, don't, it's too dangerous. Maybe it will all be okay, but he's already trying to harness the moo casting magic that he's learned. And through the crowd breaks Clement, Peachpit, Parsley, and Plenty, and the rest of them, who have pelted it all the way from the inn, and Clement's yelling, stop, as Otto tries to tame the pit beast into sparing their lives. The magical energy is crackling all over his body, and the pit beast is starting to respond. It's like it's listening to him. It cocks its head sort of towards him. Feeling the magic now, he steps forward and he confronts the pit beast. But it's too much. He falls to the ground. And he's dead. He dies right beside Marnie. And as the Grim Reaper approaches, while the crowd continue to cheer, shocked realization falls upon the Dolans and Turpins as they realize that Otto is lying dead on the ground. And though she's still in shock, Marnie has to go forward and face her own trial. The pit beast picks her up by one of its sticky tendrils and thrashes her back and forward. It gives her a sniff, and it lets her go. And it's only then that Marnie realizes that her deodorizing cream has saved her. So if Otto had just waited a moment longer and let himself be subjected to the trial, he also would have survived. And it's only now that Zamaslav comes over and says hi. So now the trial is over, these guys are officially free, but Zamaslav has still come over to talk to them. We don't know exactly what he wants. So they're just kind of looking at him blearily. I think Nikita raises her heckles or whatever it's called, and he looks at her and he's like, cool it. So Zamaslav goes on to explain that he let the court hold the trial in respect of his father, who loved customs and rules, and while he feels a little differently about these things, who doesn't love the pageantry of an execution? And he looks down at the corpse on the ground and says, sorry about this one. I mean, I tried to tell you guys the other day, I tried to stop by, but you wouldn't let me in for some reason. I would have let you know that this is all a bit of a farce. I wasn't really going to let them kill you. I was just trying to give the people a bit of a show. It's what my father would have wanted. And he looks at Marnie now and he says, I know that you killed my aunt. Maybe you didn't intend to, but your husband was her little square meal twice a day. While I adored my relatives, honestly, for a few centuries now, I felt like they've been holding me back. And his eyes start to glitter as he says, now, without their constant supervision, I can really start to have fun. So no hard feelings, eh? And he turns his gaze over to Kirby, who has a haunted look in his eyes, and says, you have the look of a prophet. Fancy filling in back in my Granite Falls? I had the trial in tribute to my father. Might as well carry out something for my mother. And Plenty is like aghast at this, and she says, Mother? I thought she was his aunt. And Nikita just mutters to her, they're nobles. So Zamislav says to the rest of them, I don't really care if my land turns to ash. I never really saw the point of planting carrots. If you want to return to your cabin, you can. You're not my possessions any longer. Come and go as you like. Obviously, at this point, they've all lost Otto. They're completely distraught. This is more painful than when Tristan died. Otto was the golden child. He was the one that they all looked up to. But the vampire's eyes turn to Nikita, and I think he kind of flicks his eyes to Kirby as well. And he says, as for your pack, look, I know we've been hunting each other for millennia, but don't you find it a bit dull, all this tradition? I always thought the wolves added a bit of spice to the daily routine. You're all so passionate. And he says this as she like balls her fists, so she deliberately unclenches them. And he continues, tell your people I'm ready to let bygones be bygones and send someone to parley when you're ready. Our bear pit has been neglected ever since Mother got too hungry. You could come entertain us with some real werewolf duels. And he starts to clap his hands and say, oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with my brides. And he just winks at them and vanishes. So that's where we're actually gonna end this episode. We're closing on me at my computer. Yes, this is how I feel most days. And yes, I am playing The Sims. That's very meta. So I just wanted to say a couple of things. I may do one more episode of Generation 1 just to wrap things up, because I feel like we still have a few loose ends. But we have sadly, we've lost the eldest. I'm really sorry if you guys were attached. I was also attached. It was very painful. I actually meant to kill off, well, I'll talk about it in my Patreon, which I would like to take a moment to thank my first cohort of Patreon supporters. Here are their names. Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot. I am really, really, really grateful. I also wanted to mention that I have a Discord if you want to hang out. And next, I'm doing a giveaway for, it was originally for reaching 400 subscribers, but now at the time of recording, we're at almost 500. So that's like absolutely insane to me. I cannot even comprehend that. But hello to everyone new that's joined us. I'm really glad that you're here. It's lovely to meet you all. You've been saying really, really nice things and it's made me so happy. It's just always really validating when I get comments, and to think that people are watching this after finding it and like continuing this far, like congrats if you've made it this far in the series. I'm shocked. So yeah, I'm doing a giveaway for reaching 400 followers. It is for a kit. I can't really afford much more than that, but the details are below in the description of the video. It's only running until tomorrow, so get in there right now. And finally, I have a question. I want to do a high school let's play, but I'm also still really attached to this one. I am going to completely finish this series. Like, don't be scared. But I would also like to do a high school let's play. I've been watching Carmen King a lot, and she's like my hero. I love her series. It's so hilarious and it's so dramatic. And I'm thinking of doing like an occult high school. It would be modern gameplay, which is not something that I usually do. Well, I mean, right now I'm on the computer. My little sim is on the computer, but that's not, we're just pretending that's not happening. So I'd really like to do a high school let's play. I'd also like to go straight into the 7th generation, so I'm a bit torn. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to see first, because I am curious what you guys would like to see. It feels a bit weird to just go straight into doing something else after carrying this on for so long and having new people and new eyeballs looking at it. So if you'd rather I just go straight on with the 7th generation for the Medieval Legacy Challenge, I am more than happy to do that. More than happy to. But if you want to see a high school let's play, I'm also very excited to do that, and I've been planning it for a little while now, so we could get on with that. But let me know what you think. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. And I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Bye!